Hello there, you're watching This is Scottish, and now we're on to X. We're nearly at the end. And due to the inundation of handwritten letters from Spanish viewers, well, one was typed, I've decided to delve into my mailbag. And this collection of letters is focused on Scottish heroes. I have one here from Maria Jesus, and she is curious to know why Jamie Fraser isn't mentioned more in Scottish history, or referred to or commemorated. Well, the simple answer to that, Maria Jesus, is that he isn't fucking real. He's the figment of the imagination of some American tart who probably went to Scotland once on holiday for a couple of weeks, fell in love with the place. Oh, it's so romantic. Then came up with some tenuous ancestral link claiming Scottish heritage because she once had ginger pubes. I've got Scottish blood, and I'm sure of it. She then went on to write Outlander, a series of books set in Scotland during the Jacobite Rebellion of 1745, with Jamie Fraser as the dashing hero, which then became a very popular TV series amongst women over the age of 40. Just to clarify, he wasn't real Jamie Fraser. And there's another thing, his name, right? That name, Jamie, didn't exist in Scotland in the 1700s. There is no record of that name at all. It was James or Jimmy. Calling your hero Jamie instead of Jimmy makes him sound less working class, less of a thug, right? It's got the opposite effect of, let's say, someone is called Stephen Yaxley Lennon, right? Sounds a bit posh, double-barreled surname. And he decides to change his name to Tommy Robinson. Why? Because it sounds more working class, a man of the people in that. Well, this has the opposite effect because Jimmy Fraser doesn't sound very heroic. He sounds like he works on a shipyard, beats his wife, drinks like a fish, gambles all his wages away. But Jamie sounds so nice. Here's another one from Chema. And Chema writes, Dear Sean, my favourite film is Braveheart. I've seen it over 23 times on my own and sometimes with other people. Could you tell me which part of Scotland Mel Gibson is from? Well, Chema, I'm going to forgive you because I imagine, like most Spanish people, you watch your films dubbed into Spanish. So the guy that does Mel Gibson's voice is probably the same guy that does Sylvester Stallone, John Voight, Donald Trump's ambassadors to Hollywood, maybe Vince Vaughn or James Woods. For your information, Chema, Mel Gibson was born in the US and then moved to Australia. He's about as Scottish as Rod Stewart. But Chema, enjoy the film for what it is. A bit of fun, bit of entertainment. Don't use it as a historical record, which I know many people do. It is full of inaccuracies. Robert the Bruce, one of Scotland's true heroes, never betrayed William Wallace. William Wallace never fucked the Queen. Excuse my French. Never made love to the Queen. And another thing, Chema, apart from Mel Gibson's shocking accent, I love you, I want to marry you, is that William Wallace was reputed to be 6'7", which is about 2 meters. He had a sword which was about 5'4". Mel Gibson's 5'9". So that means that the sword on Mel Gibson's William Wallace would have come up to about here. He would have been shite in a battle. He wouldn't have even been able to lift the fucking thing. And the height must have really bothered the actor and director because Mel Short Arse Sugar Tits Gibson refers to it in the film. But Chema, you enjoy it, pal. Eh? And finally, I've got one here from Manolo. And Manolo writes, Dear Sean, are there any Scottish sporting heroes? All right, pal, I know what you're doing. Don't think I don't. Taking the piss, having a laugh, yeah? I think it's funny. Listen, Manolo, we've got loads of Scottish sporting heroes. Andy Murray, there, off the top of my head. All right, moved to Spain when he was 15. Doesn't matter, he's still Scottish. Who have you got then? Rafa Nadal, the new kid, Carlito, a series of very successful Spanish football squads for the last 20 years. Scottish sporting heroes. Plenty, mate. We've got plenty. Arsehole. Till next time, Manolo.